Watch him coming from the left of your screen in the white. Watch for the white lines. There's one, there's two. Tyson Gay misjudges the finish line. I don't think I've ever seen a sprinter do that, especially with the experience that he has. He says he misjudged the finish line, but out of all the times you run it, do you buy that?
Lewis, you saw the reaction of the crowd. Nobody does, because I think he just shut down a little too early. He cannot recover from a mistake like that at this stage. This is the second round. These guys will be gunning for him.
Joined by Lewis Johnson and Otto Bolden with that commentary, and there is Tyson Gay, who finished fourth and did advance to this quarterfinal round. And you see that uniform he's wearing in honor of Jesse Owens, who wore that at the Berlin Olympics in 1936. Tyson Gay will be in lane 2, and in lane 3 will be Walter Dix from Florida State.
And all he did, Tom, was equal Carl Lewis's first round trials record. He looked very good. 2 weeks ago at the NCAAs, he was only fourth. Has been injured this year, but I think that he is rounding into shape just in the nick of time. 9.96, very impressive. Walter Dix in the first round, lane 3.
Tyson Gay, world champion, lane 2.
Stand up, stand up.
And he asks to stand up. Gay raises his hand and comes up. And there's that uniform I mentioned in honor of Jesse Owens, who won the 4 gold medals before Adolf Hitler at Olympic Stadium in Berlin in 1936. Wearing that to honor Jesse Owens here at the U.S. Olympic Trials.
Tom, if you spend any time around Tyson Gay, you begin to recognize right away that he gets the big picture of what's happening here. He recognizes that history is important. He's not out here just thinking about himself and getting his own accolades in his own moments, but he wants to respect and admire and appreciate what others have done, and this is a great sign by wearing that jersey.
But if he doesn't concentrate better than he did in that opening round, it's going to be all for naught.
That's right.
In lane 5, Wallace Spearman, of course, bronze medalist last year at 200 meters at the World Championships. He gives himself so much work to do because he will not get out of those blocks. And look for him to have to chase Gay and Dix in 2 and 3. Wallace Spearman out of lane 5, center of the track.
Back, blue, 4.
And this is a fair start. Tyson Gay got away pretty well. Walter Dix is there. Here comes Spearman too, but Tyson Gay is in front. Here they come to the line. No pulling up now. Tyson Gay eases in the final strides and still records a 9.77.
Okay, I guess he knew where the finish line was that time, because I had an inkling that he was going to, because he had to be upset with
an
himself.
American record, a new American record. Tyson Gay in the quarterfinals at the Olympic Trials.
Well, that's how you recover from that mental stumble. 9.77, new American record.
He's with Bob Newmeyer.
All right, Tyson, 9.77, new American record. Did you learn from the first heat?
Huh?
Did you learn from the first heat?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I misjudged the wrong line. I ran to the line this time.
And you made amends in that heat.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? I mean, you're favored. You got the resume. People have expectations for you, Tyson. How are you dealing with it?
I'm dealing with it pretty good. I'm just trying to get to the round easy and get to the Olympics.
9.77 isn't bad, Tom Hen.
No, not too bad. And I thought he did the last couple of strides, just sort of shut it down. Very impressive. After the missteps of the first heat, what an impressive comeback in his quarterfinal round. Needless to say, he moves on in the 100-meter dash. Wow. And he got a pretty good start, Otto. He doesn't always get the good start, as you said. He's been working with John Drummond on that. Got a pretty good start this time.
And John Drummond's a great starter, and he did get a good start, and that's the difference. If he can start like that, he becomes not only the favorite to win these trials, but I think a lot of people have counted him out. Remember, he was second to Usain Bolt's world record about a month ago in New York, but this Tyson Gay can win the Olympic 100-meter title.
And here are the official results in that quarterfinal heat, with Tyson Gay sending a message to the other competitors. Nope, I'm not going to misjudge it this time. 9.77 American record in the 100 meters. All right, as the shot put competition continues, we move to the second quarterfinal heat in the men's 100-meter dash, and a look at Travis Pageant, the senior at Clemson, who will be a senior at Clemson, ran 10.06 in the first round, and he will be in lane 3 here in this quarterfinal heat.
And Tom, Travis Pageant ran a personal best 9.96 this year. This is a guy who I was expecting to win the NCAA championship at 100 meters from his freshman year. Runner-up this year, should be expected to easily put away this field. This is the easier of the 3 quarterfinals.
Is a fair start. Pageant came away. Jelks right next to him, coming down the center of the track. Pageant takes command. They're coming to the line, and Pageant will win it. And it will be Jelks and Martin right together across the line as Travis Pageant runs 9.89, which is a personal record for him, and it is legal as far as the wind is concerned.
And also breaks the collegiate record, so that's your new NCAA collegiate record holder, 9.89. I knew these guys were going to run this evening, but I didn't think they were going to run quite this fast. Pageant tightens up. If he can relax a little bit more, see right there, Tom and Lewis, this is a little too tight for a second round, but 9.89, he appears to be in shape and ready to go on to the semifinals for Travis Pageant of Clemson.
All right, back to the men's 100 now. Quarterfinal results in the second heat. Travis Pageant 9.89, Rodney Martin, Mark Jelks, and Christian Hargreaves. And now this third quarterfinal heat featuring lane 1 in this quarterfinal heat.
And Tom, he's always had such a great start. Expect him to lead out of the blocks. His problem is once he gets to 60, he tightens, and that 5'5" frame starts to work against him.
Here are the lane assignments. Holiday's in lane 1. And lane 4, Darvis Patton, a man to keep your eye on. He won his heat in 10.04.
Have to watch him, Tom. 28-year-old veteran is running great. Looked very relaxed in the last round, and I think that Doc is going to cruise through this one. He's using that experience here against some of these younger runners.
Make sure you get that thumb off.
It's a fair start. The top 4, next 4 fastest over all the heats will advance. And down in lane 3, Ivory Williams. And Patton comes alongside, and Patton edges out Williams at the line to take the first 2 spots, 9.89.
Well, in keeping with tradition, we've had American record 9.77, then 9.8, so another 9.8 to follow it up. These guys have responded to what has happened. Remember, look at Doc Patton right here. Look at him lifting and relaxing through the line, 9.89. These guys have responded to the call of the Jamaicans.
And 9.89, a personal record for Doc Patton. With Williams second, Xavier Carter was third, John Capel was fourth, and Holiday did not make it.
And what happened, Tom, is that Trendon Holiday, to the right of your picture, did not get a good start. And when he does not start well, he has no chance. Right here, Doc Patton and Ivory Williams cruising to the finish, and Holiday, unfortunately, not making it.
So here are the results of the final quarterfinal heat in the men's 100. Darvis Patton, 9.89. Williams, Carter, and Capel. And Holiday, the LSU football player, did make it in on time with that 10.09 clocking. And so key qualifiers for the semifinals tomorrow. Tyson Gay, of course, with a new American record clocking. Holiday did make it with Dix, 100 and 200 meters, who had quite an eventful day yesterday. In his opening round heat, he shut it down early, misjudging the finish line, he said, and had to scramble again, starting up again to finish 4th and advance. But when he did advance to the quarterfinals, all he did was run the fastest 100 meters ever by an American, 9.77. He'll be in lane 4 in this semifinal heat. The top 4 advance to the final later tonight.
And Tom, that 9.77 makes him one of only 4 men to ever run under 9.80 seconds. Definitely sent a message down to Jamaica, to Usain Bolt and Asafa Powell. Here's another 9.7 guy you have to deal with.
Already one false start charged to the field. Another false start will result in that runner's disqualification. And this is a fair start, and Tyson Gay did not get away well. But here he comes now, and Tyson Gay taking command of the race. Walter Dix is there in second. Across the line, Tyson Gay, 9.85.
And what a great run that was. I said he'd be able to shut it down at 60. He didn't get the kind of start that he has been getting for the first 2 rounds. But look at the relaxation. Walter Dix right there in second.
So here are the official results of that first semifinal heat. Tyson Gay, a win dated 9.85, with Walter Dix, Rodney Martin, and Xavier Carter joining him in the final. Now the second semifinal heat, including Darvis Doc Patton, the former TCU All-American, who won a silver medal as a member of the 4x100 relay team in Athens.
Doc was telling me on the phone this morning how excited he was about his new personal best. First time ever in his career under 10 seconds. He ran 9.89 seconds, but that means nothing if he can't make this final. His goal is to be in the top 2, not the top 4, to make sure he gets to the final.
He's in lane 5, and in lane 3, Jeff Demps.
And Tom, you think these guys are excited about having him at the University of Florida? 10.01. This is the fastest football player in history.
He's a running back that's signed to play for the Gators. And this is a fair start, and Doc Patton is there, Pageant is there, Demps holding his own. Here they come to the finish line as Doc Patton forging to the front. Patton wins, Pageant second, close for third and fourth.
Unfortunately, Demps didn't make it, but a very relaxed race by Doc Patton, and what he's showing here is his experience. He has been at this level before, 28 years old. And once he got control at about 60, look at the relaxation, very similar to Tyson Gay in the first semifinal, just walks across pretty much in 10.04. Pageant up for second.
And so here are the official results. Darvis Patton 10.04, Pageant, Dixon, and Rogers in these semifinals. Jeff Demps, the high schooler, finishing last, by the way. In these semifinals, both fourth places were decided by 1/1000th of a second to move on to the finals. And so the final is set. It'll be Tyson Gay, the favorite, in lane 4, and the other semifinal winner, Doc Patton, in lane 5. Tyson Gay will be Michael Rogers. Rogers, the U.S. indoor champion at 60 meters this year. Lane 2 is Leroy Dixon.
It's been about emotional maintenance for Leroy Dixon. Talking to his coach between the semi and the final, he said he was so nervous before the semi he could barely warm up. See how he maintains now in this moment.
In lane 3 is Walter Dix.
Only 4th place at the NCAA championships. He has been hurt almost the entire season, but 9.96 in his first round. He's ready.
Tyson Gay will be in lane 4 as he exchanges hand slaps with the other competitors. And that kind of guy he's proven to be so far, isn't he?
That's right, Tom.
Lane 5 is Doc Patton.
Doc Patton hoping to make his first Olympic team in an individual sport. Ran a personal best yesterday, but said it means nothing if he can't be in the top 3 right now.
Clemson's Travis Pageant set a collegiate record yesterday.
Yeah, broke my collegiate record, 9.89 yesterday. If anyone can sneak into third, I think it can be Travis Pageant.
Sorry about that, Otto. Lane 7, Rodney Martin. Rodney Martin running out there in lane 7. He was former South Carolina All-American. Ran a personal best, 9.95 in the quarterfinals. And the X-Man in lane 8 will be Xavier Carter.
An X-Man believes that he has excellent closing speed, but his challenge will be getting a great start with the rest of the field.
I expect Tyson Gay to take control of this race very, very early. He has been starting well, and when Tyson Gay starts well, he's in the 9.7 range. That's the reason why you saw that American record yesterday, because he's starting well. Walter Dixon, lane 3 to his left. If he can go with him and start with him, I think has a very good chance. Darvis Patton, very experienced to Tyson Gay's outside in lane 5, has been looking very good through the rounds. If anyone can challenge Tyson Gay towards the latter part of this race, it will be Darvis Patton in lane 5.
Charge. It was noise in the crowd that is blamed, and so that eases the pressure somewhat. No false start charged. And there's the gun. Tyson Gay got away pretty well. Pageant also started well. Doc Patton is there, and Dix. Here they come to the line, and it's Tyson Gay in front. Tyson Gay wins it in 9.68. World record! What? But the wind, let's check the wind. No, too much wind. Too much wind. Oh, too much wind. The crowd exploded.
Well, Tom, it's not a world record, but it is the fastest time that a human being has ever recorded for 100 meters. Obadiah Thompson, way back in 1997, ran 9.69. That is the fastest a human being has ever gone from 0 to 100 meters. What a race by Tyson Gay.
And Dix was second, Patton was third to make up the U.S. 100-meter team. That number flashed up there. The crowd absolutely exploded, but then all eyes backed up track to the wind gauge, which said 4.1 meters per second, which is a couple of meters over the allowable standard.
And so now you think about the relief for Tyson Gay. Look at Tyson Gay in the center. He got out well, starts to leave Dix and Patton in his wake. And at this point, I thought the world record was in jeopardy. The win just over the allowable. Dix up for a second to book his ticket on this team with Patton. Look at the form of Tyson Gay. Perfect form with his arms, knees pumping, a little tense at the end. Doesn't matter. 9.68. Walter Dix, redemption for him. Just a senior at Florida State. But he books his ticket onto this Beijing team. His first Olympics. Doc Patton also in third.
And let's go to Bob Newmeyer.
Wow, 9.68. Tyson, tell us about it.
My start was a little off, but I knew it was going to be a fast time. The wind was picking up. The crowd was great. I just tried to run through the finish line.
It was wind-aided, but this is the fastest any human being has ever run from point 0 to 100 meters.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. My coach been telling me I can run 9.6. It's just going to take the right race and the right one to do it.
Think Usain Bolt and the Safa Powell in Jamaica took note?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And I seen the great time they ran as well.
Congratulations. Wow.
Well, he gave us a thrill, didn't he? In a lot of ways, because he almost blew it yesterday in his first race and then came back to set the American record in a 9.68. Walter Dix, Jarvis Patton, and Travis Paget just off the team in fourth place. And just to finish up the long jump results, Quinley, Johnson, Pate, Wright Phillips did not make the team, finishing in fourth place. The cruelty of the Olympic trials. Well, Tyson Gay has sent a message to the rest of the world, to Usain Bolt, who remains the world record holder, to Safa Powell. No doubt they were watching in Jamaica. They've already advanced on the Jamaican team to Beijing, and they'll be meeting Tyson Gay in the 100 meters in Beijing. It should be quite a moment. Go to NBCOlympics.com on MSN for exclusive coverage of the U.S. Olympic trials, including video, news, and in-depth features. That and much more on NBCOlympics.com on MSN.